they won't come round here no more.
In Port-au-Prince, Haiti, we were investigating a kidnapping case of a little boy. And all of the evidence pointed to this orphanage. Turns out it wasn't even a licensed orphanage. It turns out it was a place where children are being sold. And the director of this place just laid it right out there. These kids are all for sale. $10,000 or $15,000 a piece. But then these traffickers take them and put them into the system. These kids, you know, to rent a child, as horrible as that is, that's what happens. These sex travelers, these gross people go overseas, they know where to go, and they take these children for a night or for 2 nights, 3 nights, and they're paying double or triple what it costs to get an adult prostitute. So this is a lucrative business. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. These kids can be raped 20, 30, 40, 50 times a day. They just get lined up. They get purchased at a young age, and they're groomed and they're set to be sex slaves. This is the greatest plague on this earth today. It's worse than any other social ill that we can even talk about or see in the news. It's the worst thing that's happening. The interesting thing about that photo, if you look behind my shoulder, that is the woman who we negotiated with. That's the woman who was selling these kids, and you know, she was trying to even sell one without the other. These were 2 siblings who, that's all they had with each other. And when I kind of was asking about buying one without the other, she didn't even try to keep them together. She didn't care. She just wanted her emotions. Haiti's got 50,000 children who have no parents. Thousands are smuggled out every year. There's little resources to combat this problem, but there's good people in their government that want the problem stopped. Went into the orphanage and bought, really liberated, 2 children, a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old. The little boy, this 3-year-old little boy who you see in the picture, he jumped into my arms. And as I held him, he almost immediately saw this shiny thing on my neck. It was the necklace. Now this is the necklace that is so symbolic to our organization. It was a necklace that was given to me by one of the first children about 10 years ago that I had pulled out of a trafficking ring. And he gave me that necklace, that little boy. And so here I am holding this slave, this little child who's for sale. And he sees this necklace, and it even says on it, it's a replica of the original that I had on my neck. And it says Operation Underground Railroad. And he pulls it off my neck and he puts it around his neck. And you know, here I am trying to be this kind of tough trafficker, and I'm biting my lip so I don't start crying. The emotion in that moment was overwhelming for me. We then jump into the van and we take off to go to this hotel where we're going to actually do the deal and lay out $20,000 to $30,000 to buy these 2 little kids, so we can catch this person and her daughter in the crime of selling human beings, of selling children. But that led to then the liberation of the other 26 kids who were for sale. Those kids are safe now. We know where they are. They're in places that we had designated and recommended they go to in Haiti, where they're cared for, and they're not for sale anymore. But I think that little boy knew who we were. In fact, I know he knew who we were. He jumped into my lap and just cuddled up to me. And turns out it was his first car ride ever in his life. It was his ride to freedom. And he was no longer a slave.
So sleep now and be still, and know that there's no more fear, and maybe you'll stay here to hold on to when things get bad. So be